Baby, Afenyo Markin will be among friend and Bramon can't say when you may score no umbra and Bramity because Afenyo Markin could make it comment be an answer could raise issues we or Parliament House and run. As some Afenyo Markin, a go kind of Parliament House and run a lot of people about Bontini are very active. And on that one NDC MP or bar and so about take a canagony and that Afenyo Markin and watch himself Afenyo Markin again in the Yamata or bar or Nagedo into one canon to and you know in the better John Money Mahama send you with some bunny mind. We and some NDC MP no ebe catch up on your markets. After that on your market, echo receive a concern and I say comment be and an issue be or Parliament House. I say a malikbasintale TV. So be seeing wait and first channel so bomb button subscribe share no be near video ni bi. And shenya botere na to akonya na mencheche nsem ni mu. Efa nkyere mo enra wo Parliament House afenyo market echo receive issues be a watch him say John mahama gender bias as a ministerial positions and as a position now watch Ghana no what name na mambema and wajai a man we one commenter for your marking a raise here the other comment or raise here and say send John mahama choose any ministers Ghana as in Nebusiam won't follow a constitution no as a what the ministers now man kofobi ne wajai some of the regions as a regions who on ma on choosing kofobi free as the ministers we a commenter Afenyo Markin, Erezi or Parliament House, and Ra.
Mr. Speaker, I shall refer my colleagues to Article 35, 5B. (6B) of the Constitution, 35 6B. Quote, towards the achievement of the objectives stated in clause 5 of this article, the state shall take appropriate measures to achieve reasonable regional and gender balance in recruitment and appointment of public offices. The state and its government is headed by the president, who alone has executive powers of state. If you read Article 58 of the Constitution, Mr. Speaker, for the avoidance of doubt, Article 58 of the Constitution provides the executive authority of Ghana shall vest in the president and shall be exercised in accordance with the provisions of this constitution. So I agree with you that Mr. President has the prerogative, but that prerogative, as you again said, must be exercised within the ambit of the constitution, and that is provided for by Article 35 6B. Mr. Speaker, my observation is well founded. So far, we have had chief executive appointments. These chief executive appointments to state-owned institutions have no regional balance. These appointments have no regional balance. The appointment to ministerial office thus far cannot be said to have a fair representation. I've already argued the gender imbalance. I've already made that argument. I will not go there. We have Western region. We have Central region. We have Greater Accra, which is predominantly made up of Gans and Adangwes. We have Volta region, generally made up of Evers and Norths. How many of them are being appointed into this government? We have Oti region. How many from Oti are getting the opportunity? Mr. Speaker, if you go to Upper West, Northeast, Mr. Speaker, in the Northeast, they are predominantly Mamprushis. Yes, it's a fact. Yes, it's a fact. Are we seeing a representation of them? This is a constitutional requirement. It is in the Constitution. Mr. Speaker, all we are saying is, Mr. President, check the Constitution. Mr. Speaker, maybe I should walk my colleagues through memory lane. When President Kufuor, listen, please, colleagues, we are not just talking. When President Kufuor was in office, I recall, was it his first term or second term? Mr. Speaker, in his first term, it got to a point during the appointment, somebody asked President Kufuor about this same matter, and he said, oh, he's made an appointment to Upper East regional minister. He said, no, in your cabinet, at least there should be a representation from all corners of the country. Upper West, very well, thank you. Mr. President, at the time, therefore, make sure that somebody was appointed to fill a Minister of State.
Kasim Kasanga.
Very well, thank you, Mr. Speaker. Professor Kasim Kasanga therefore came in to fill the Lands Ministry. Our friends should listen. You have come into government. Any useful comment you oppose, you are behaving as though you are in opposition. Please listen to us. At least when you first made that first mistake of letting a secretary to president write to us, and we corrected. Now today, Mr. President himself is writing. Mr. Speaker, I would plead with my colleagues that when we make comments, they should convey to the presidency. Honorable Afenyo is now telling us that Mr. President has up to 7,000 appointees to appoint. He says Mr. President has 7,000. Really? So it is no more 60 appointees. Now you are telling us that 7,000. So you are going to appoint 7,000
Honorable leader.
Soldiers.
Thank you.
Let me conclude. He is now saying that we should wait. Early days here, the president is going to appoint 7,000 people, so that we are going to have 7,000 appointees. That is what you are telling us, Mr. Speaker. If that is true, then we'd wait. We'll wait for the 7,000 appointees to come, and then we'll now assess them on whether or not there is a true balance. Because I am looking forward to seeing I am looking forward to seeing more Kusasis and Mampushis, Konjes, Dagombas in this government. I want to see more of them.
Thank you, leader.
One-way appointments.
Thank you, leader.
It should be constitutional. Thank you so much, sir.
Now we see already comment we you know. And a one NDC MP a friend comfort Doyoe. Sorry, and was Afenyo Markin sembe na ukane sano. Adan ono abeche John Domani mahama. Send your one simbuni mayana. And naso no abeche John Domani mahama. Send your own choosing the ministers. Besides, John Domani mahama any gender bias because ordinary bahu crowns and ordinary bema because washer a na mambu asino nipodi can choose the first ayo ba. Enti se ka mba asema na se ka gender balance asema untimi mfa John Domani mahama enko because John Domani mahama edwene mba ho pa. We ensema NDC MP comfort Doyoe ekaye e de cha Afenyo Markin ansi wono mam osato aso bi mo wo chemu se enye wo Afenyo Markin e na obeche John Domani mahama se ne osimbuni man enye wo e na obeche ne se ne osinchusu ne ministers anasa nkofoku a onfa ne ministers emma wo mo beside John Domani mahama enche ministerial positions no enwie ntikasa bebre na wo kasa no efiri henfa ansi wono ma hono no throw bomba wo chemu se Afenyo Markin o ye be ma name sometimes on nagi to so ba o yire krampo nya saade no nti sa ne o ma ne twetwane nyina so we yen sama comfort Doyoe ekaye e de Afenyo Markin we that was my time no in video nimbra I say malikbasintale TV so we no first number channel so one more subscribe share no be video ni bi enhwe.
We have government business to do, but I will respond to this gender and gadangme issue. Because when it comes to gender, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is the best that you can clap for. Because when he was starting, he started with a woman as his vice president. And the woman is there to fight for women and hold the door for women to pass through. Mr. Speaker, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama promised 60 ministers, and he's supposed to take 50% of the ministers from this chamber.
More than 50%.
More than 50 from this chamber.
Yes.
And we have 16 regions. So if even one region is giving two, it will be 32. So if every region is giving 2, and he has given Greater Accra 2, he has not finished with his appointment yet. What is the big deal? Because Honorable Sam George is Dangbe. Honorable Namomo is a Ga. Mr. Speaker.
Thank you.
Mr. Speaker, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama lives in a Ghana land, and he gives that respect to the Ghans and appreciates the vote he got in the Ghana land. And he's going to do the needful. So please, Mr. Speaker, let me tell you this story. When a woman is disappointed in his husband, you will see that he assumes talking, every day talking, what is not even necessary to argue about, the woman will be arguing. And this is exactly what is happening to the MPP. This
Thank
is
you.
exactly what is happening
Thank you
to
very
the
much.
MPP.
Thank you.
Please allow government business to flow.
Thank you.
We have the second batch of the nominees to appoint.
Thank you.
And the motion has been moved. Mr. Speaker, move straight to the debate. 2 year, 2 year, one leader, making 3-3. Finish. So that President Mahama will get the right people to manage this economy for us. We are ready to reset Ghana. And we are in a hurry to save Ghana from the mess they created. So their plenty talk will not do us anything but sabotage the work of government business. We are pleading with them. They have already exhausted their time, and Ghanaians are not happy, and they voted for us to come and work. So they should allow us to work.